Hello, my name is Adam Halloway, and I'm sorry that you're having trouble falling asleep. That's why I made this for you. Because, in my opinion, falling asleep is one of the best things in the world. Even better than putting on socks fresh from the dryer, or that moment when you flip your pillow to the cool side. I figured tonight I could help take your mind off things by talking about something small but mildly interesting. Just enough to let your thoughts drift and settle like leaves on a slow-moving river. Maybe I could tell you about the history of mailboxes and why some of them still have those tiny red flags. Or perhaps we could think about the perfect temperature for a cup of tea, and why it always tastes best when you forget about it for just the right amount of time. Or we could go on a mental journey where you imagine yourself as a very wise old owl, perched on a branch, watching the world with quiet understanding. But before we go any further, let me remind you that whatever it is you're worrying about right now, whether it's an email you forgot to send, or a birthday card that's a little late, it can wait. This moment is just for resting. Let's start with something simple and reliable. Streetlights. They don't get a lot of credit, but they're always there. Standing tall, quietly waiting for the sun to set so they can do their job. Some of them hum. Some flicker a little, not because they're broken, but because they like to take their time waking up. And every once in a while, if you're out late enough, you might see a street light turn off for no reason at all. I used to think that was random, but I read once that sometimes street lights have sensors, and if they detect just the right amount of passing headlights, they decide that's enough. I can take a break? I like that. Streetlights don't overwork themselves. Maybe we should all be a little more like streetlights. Still awake? That's okay. If you're having the trouble settling your mind, here's something to try. Close your eyes, or don't. It's up to you. Now, imagine you are a houseplant. Maybe a pothos, maybe a fern. Maybe one of those little succulents that sit by the window soaking in the sun. You don't have any deadlines, no emails, no meetings. Your only job is to exist. Maybe once a week someone comes along and waters you. Maybe they forget sometimes, but that's okay. You're strong. You stretch toward the light. You grow little by little. You don't worry about tomorrow or yesterday. You are simply here. And that is enough. Sometimes, when I can't sleep, my mind wanders to strange places. Like the other night, when I was making toast and suddenly thought, why do toasters have settings past 5? No one is using setting 7 or 8. Those are burn-in settings. Do the toaster companies know something we don't? Is there a secret society of people who enjoy charcoal toast? I would like to meet one of them. Shake their hand. Ask them about their life choices. But instead, I just stood there in my kitchen, watching my toast turn golden brown, thinking about how many toasters exist in the world. All of them working quietly, popping up toast at exactly the right moment. That's nice. I don't know if that helps you fall asleep, but it helps me. If all else fails, let's think about one of the best sounds in the world. No, not the ocean. That's too obvious. I mean the sound of rain hitting a window when you don't have to go anywhere. Or the first crackle of a vinyl record before the music starts. Or, if you've ever been to a bookstore on a quiet afternoon, that soft shuffling of pages as people browse. That's a good one. Soft, subtle, like a whisper saying, "Take your time. Stay a while." I hope by now you're feeling a little heavier. Your body's sinking into the mattress like a penny dropped into a fountain. I'll stay here a little longer, just until the tea is gone and the lamp gets turned off. Then I'll check the locks, turn off the stove, and go to sleep too. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me. Good night.